All right, so next, what we might do here is abort, retry, and ignore. This one gives us 3 options. Abort gives us a 3. Retry a 4. Ignore, we get the ignore value. And then what happens if we cancel? We don't get a cancel button. So you have to choose one of these. Okay, let's say you have run something and check for error. Okay, and then we say error occurred. If error occurred, forgot an R there. If error occurred, then here's what we're going to do. Instead, we're going to do a message box, and we're going to say an error occurred. What would you like to do? And this time, we are going to do VB abort, retry, or ignore. Okay? In here, we are going to set the title as error code. There we go, 10, just a random. And then there. Okay. So in here, we're going to have 3 options, and we want to do something. So if output equals, let's say, retry, so VB retry, then what we're going to want to do is go to retry, right? So then let's say we have up at the top here, retry. And we put that. So that's how, maybe we'll do a video on go to. But so what's going to happen is if we say retry, it just starts over from the beginning. If output equals abort, VB abort, then exit sub. Okay, so then if we say abort, it exits the sub. If output equals ignore, VB ignore, then go to continue. So then here we will have a continue tag. Okay, so if we hit retry, it goes back to the beginning. If we hit abort, it leaves. If we hit ignore, we go to continue, and then that's where we will delete. So in here, I am just going to, let's say, run a message box that says sub at beginning, and then I'm going to say message box continued. Okay, so now we're going to come back in here and we'll say this data will be deleted. Okay, so here we come in, we run our learn message box. Our sub is at the beginning, that's great. We hit an error. What would you like to do? We have 3 options. First, I'm going to demonstrate retry. So that should go back to the beginning and it'll tell us it's at the beginning. So we hit retry. Sub at beginning, great, we retried it. And we can just keep doing that. But it's clear we're running into an error. So let's just ignore it. Let's just, you know what, let's abort it. We don't want to cause any issues. We abort, function's over, we exited. Let's say we run it. We're at the beginning and we ignore it. We continued and it deleted the data. So that's one way to use your message box to make sure that somebody wants to continue with something if an error occurs.